Join us in today's video where we speak with British Championship regular and Apico Husqvarna team rider Stuart Edmonds about his use of the Motoklik system and how it helped him with his suspension setup today. Keep watching to find out how he got on. Alright, so we're catching up here with Stuart Edmonds, and Stuart, you were using the Motoklik system today on your bike as a bit of kind of pre-season or late pre-season preparation because of all the trouble with the coronavirus, doing a lot of suspension work today. How did you find it to work with this system, going onto the bike and everything like that? Did you find it easy to fit? And you know, as a racer, was there anything you were concerned about in the way it went onto the bike?
Yeah, no, it was really good. Obviously, I had a few little pointers that I was able to give to you, just kind of get some feedback off you. But yeah, it fit really easy, and you don't know what's on the bike at all, especially when you're riding. No weight differences or anything like that, which is really important as a rider. And just the feedback alone, and what you were showing me was mesmerising straight away. And myself, just to know, like, I had to obviously ask you the values of the full stroke of the forks and the shock and stuff. So once you told me that, I was able to read them straight away, and it was nice to kind of get that feedback. It was nice to even for you to tell me what lap times I was doing, and to be able to just pick a section of the track and say, look, I'm struggling with the suspension a little bit here. I felt like it was having something maybe too much on the bottom and on the forks or whatever, and you were able to just map it out for me and say, if this is how much we're using, and it turned out that we're overloading the forks. So
yeah, so I think it's fair to say that you're a person that has a lot of experience with setting up a bike. You've been on the British circuit for many years already, so you have a good idea as to what you're looking for. But still, you could get some value from this product in that you could find a specific section of the track, go off your own thoughts, and then see does the data match up with that.
Yeah, definitely. That's the one thing I was really happy with it, is just being able to kind of just pick sections and just say, I wanted to look at this section here. We were looking at a corner, and a couple of the whoopie sections that had really sharp holes in them. I was struggling a little bit in there, and my own value of what I thought I needed to change on the forks and the shock, I was able to go, yeah, actually that's right, I'm going the right way. And sometimes I get a little bit confused, so it's nice to have something like that to be able to kind of back up what I'm thinking already to make a change of, and then you can say, oh yeah, it is actually bottoming out there, or it's not actually hard enough for here or soft enough for there. So
yeah,
definitely.
And you're obviously in a build-up period now, getting ready to go back racing again. So how important is the lap timing information for you then that comes through the app? You know, is that something that can help you with your training as well?
Yeah, definitely. So with lap timing, if you're not pushing hard enough in your practice or when you're training, you can easily fall into like a zone of just you're kind of doing the laps, you're not really attacking it and that. So if you finish your session off, you can see, right, I was attacking the first 4 laps, and then I plateaued and I was just doing 2 seconds slower for the rest of the moto, and that can tell me, right, I need to do a little bit faster, and at the start of the moto try put a bit more intensity into the first 5 laps instead of just the first 2, and be cautious of what I'm doing for the first 5 laps rather than just getting into a zone of a rhythm and not actually pushing all the way through the end. So to be able to see the best lap time, the worst lap time, and to be able to cross check them over the whole moto was really good.
And also then, so how do you find this lap timing system to use compared to other systems? Now, I'm not asking you to name any other systems or anything like that, but just in terms of how you can set the lap start and finish, and looking at little individual sections of the track and the track outline as well. How do you find all that?
Yeah, that was really cool. Obviously the laps, they looked very precise, which is really important. And you can see all the different lines that I chose an inside or a middle or an outside. It was very precise that way. And what I thought was great was I can actually change sectors, and I can map up the different sectors, which is really good. And being able to map the different sectors, so rather than just look at a full lap, you can actually look at 3 corners and say, okay, well, why am I slower on lap 2 here than I was on lap 1? So you can relay back to the motor and say, oh, I changed the line, or I made a mistake, or brake too early, or I was in the wrong gear. So that was nice to have a feedback that way as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there's loads of features that we want to build into this product over time to really help with riders to really measure how their performance is on practice and training days and throughout race days, to help racers get the information they need to be better. But Stuart, I'd like to thank you very much for your help and effort with us today. It's been great to work with you. Will you work with us again?
Oh, definitely. I'm here for the long run, so you can't get rid of me. So you've asked me to come and help you out with this product from the start, and I was amazed by it from the start with your idea, and to be able to get, so as you were saying there, the 2017, to now, and to see it come from your brain and actually see a product and to see it actually working is amazing for me, and I want to see what else we can do with
Brilliant,
it.
great. Well, I look forward to the next day again. All right, thanks very much, Stuart. Thanks everybody for watching, and be sure to give us a like and a share on Facebook, all that kind of thing. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and everything in between, and you'll be catching up with loads more videos from us, and hopefully from overseas as well in the near future as well. We'll catch up in the next one soon. Motoklik is an electronic device used to automate suspension setup for off-road motorbikes. It does this by using a retrofittable electronic system that's attached to the bike to measure suspension movement both front and rear, as well as satellite position. This information is then sent to you in the smartphone on your suspension's performance, and you can use this then to adjust the suspension clickers for the current track conditions and your riding style. Motoklik also has any location lap timing made possible through the satellite data that's gathered through the app. If you want your own Motoklik, then be sure to subscribe to the Motoklik email newsletter at motoklik.com.